Also, getting its signals from the bottom of the brain, or the brainstem, there's an autonomic nervous system that switches on a whole lot of the bodily functions that are involved in digestion or sweat gland reflexes if you're running around and then you have to cool off the body through perspiration. The autonomic nervous system is another biological subunit. It does that. There are two branches of the autonomic nervous system. That's if I haven't reversed these, the parasympathetic one maintains simple bodily functions. If you're just sitting around in a chair, the sympathetic one will be switched on if you're in a situation where there's threat, that you might need to escape or defend yourself. And so if you are in some situation where you suddenly have to physically defend yourself, you can feel it. There's within a fraction of a second an activation of multiple systems, partly from the nervous system and partly from yet some other system. So again, though it's more a biology class than a psychology class, though in 2 minutes we will end with a psychology example, there's another communication system in the body, which is the endocrine system. So the endocrine system is working entirely differently. It's sending chemical messengers, so to speak, through the bloodstream. Is working much more slowly, but is able to send substantial messages that take a while to get there to the various glands of the body. A lot of this seems psychologically kind of beside the point at first, but sometimes it's more psychologically relevant than you'd expect. The chapter ends with this example. It's research that doesn't seem like it's going to have anything to do with anything. What's it doing here at the end of this brain lecture? A woman at UCLA named Marty Hazelton predicts that women will engage in more self-ornamentation during the high fertility phase of the ovulatory cycle. The idea here is that levels of estrogen change throughout the month. Everyone knows that already. And that these levels of estrogen may have subtle effects on feeling states that come to mind when you go through feeling state things like, I wonder if I should wear that today or put on this other thing. And you're just kind of evaluating it. So what they do is to take photos of women on campus, I believe they were all at UCLA, and multiple times of the month, they get enough information to know for sure whether these are during the high or low fertility phases of the ovulatory cycle. Raters, who, it's research, of course, are uninformed of the place in the month at which the photo is taken, rate the photos. I don't know the following, but the spirit of the research report is that people are not doing anything strategic. They're just deciding what to wear today. They then code the photos, and this is essentially the end of the chapter,